everybody. Today I would like to discuss a new experiment. The name of the experiment is XRD. The full form of the XRD is X-ray diffraction. Two types of the sample holder. This one is used for the powder sample and this one is used for the thin film. The thin film substrate may be different type such as the FTO, glass and silicon substrate. In this experiment, we have used nickel oxide and make a sample. First you put your sample and in this way you can make this sample and you can check it is a okay or now let us move how can collect the data of the sample. Push this button and it will be blanking. Then you can open the door and you can put your sample in the sample holder. This one. After that, close the door and again push the button. Now go to control, XG control on, X-ray is already on, so you can and go to general measurement. With the help of this you can make a folder. MSP and ammonia. You can and name the your sample. Then set measurement. Here the 2D angle start from 30 degree to 80 degree and scanning rate is 5 degree per minute and it you can see and it is okay. After that again okay, then you can run. Now you can see some important parameter and 2 theta at a present running 77 4.47 and also you can check another parameter and in this way. After clicking the OK, now you can collect your XRD data and after that I will discuss how can plot the XRD data and how can study the XRD pattern and determination of the grain size. Now I will discuss the what is the XRD. XRD is a rapid analytical technique primarily used to phase identification of a crystalline material and can provide information on unit cell dimension. Now, the fundamental principle of the XRD is based on the constructive interference of monochromatic X-ray and a crystalline sample. These X-rays are generated by a cathode ray tube, filtered to produce monochromatic radiation, collimated to concentrated and directed towards the sample. Now, the interaction of the incident X-ray with the sample produces constructive interference when satisfied the Bragg's law. The Bragg's law is to the sin theta equal to n lambda. Now moves for the Bragg's law. The Bragg's law reflection is when a crystal is bombarded with X-ray of a fixed wavelength and a certain incident angles, intense reflected X-ray are produced when the wavelength of the scattered X-ray interfere constructive in order of the wave to interfere constructively in differences in the travel path must be equal integral multiple of the wavelength. When the constructive interference occurs, then it is equal to the integral multiple of the wavelength. Now you can see a diagram here. The D is the interplanar spacing. When a incident ray strikes with the sample, then it shows the diffracted ray, and you make an angle theta. By using of the trigonometry, you can see the value of the dB dash equal to d dash b dash, which is the d sin theta. Now the travel path length difference between the ray path A, B, C and A dash, B dash, C dash is an integral multiple of the wavelength. Constructive interference will occur for a combination of that specific wavelength, crystal lattice planar spacing and angle of incidence. Now the relationship between the wavelength of the incident ray, angle of incidence and spacing between the crystallite planes of the Bragg's angle, which is the Bragg's angle and known as the 2d sin theta equal to n lambda. The many applications of the X-ray is possible here, such as the identification of unknown crystalline material and characterization of the crystallite material and determination of the unit cell dimension and determination of the crystal structure using Rietveld analysis, determination of the lattice strain and determination of the unknown solid is critical to some studies in the such as the material science, engineering and environmental science, etc. Now after taking the XRD data from the XRD equipment, we can draw a graph between the intensity versus 2d theta. With the help of this, we can calculate the value of the 2 theta, after that theta, sin square theta, and with the help of this parameter, we can calculate the value of the lattice parameter A. Now, interpretation of the, we know that the Bragg's law is 2d sin theta equal to n lambda, and also we know that the interplanar spacing D is given by the relation D equal to A under root h square plus k square plus l square. From using equation 1 and 2 and 3, we can calculate the value of the A and lambda under root h square plus k square plus l square upon 2 sin theta. The quantity n equal to h square plus k square plus l square say, then from the solid state physics we know that for the simple cubic the value of the n 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 all HKL value, for FCC 3 4 8 11 etc. HKL for all odd or all even. For BCC the value of the n is 2 4 6 8 10 H plus K plus L is even. Now the observation and the calculation. The X-ray diffraction is performed on the nickel oxide powder sample where the wavelength is 1.54 angstrom to theta value is 30 degree to 80 degree. Since NIU has a FCC system, then the value of the n is 3 4 8 11 etc. Corresponding values of HKL is 111 and 200 and 220 and 311 and 222. The HKL represent the Miller indices. Now you can see 3 corresponding to 111 and 4 corresponding to 200 and 12 corresponding to 222 and 3 1 1 corresponding to 11 and 2 2 0 corresponding to 8. Here the value of the 3, 4, 12, 11 and 8 represent the value of the h square plus k square plus l square. Now with the help of this formula and taking the value of the theta and lambda from the table, we can calculate the value of the lattice parameter. Now for when the hk value is 1 1 1 for first peak, the value of the A1 is 4.172 angstrom, and similarly the value of the A2 when the hk value is 200 for the second peak, and the value of the A2 is 4.173 angstrom, and the value of the A3 when the value of the HKL is 220 for third peak. This means that A3 equal to 1.54 into 10 to the power minus 10 under root 8 upon 2 into 0.521, and after calculation and solving the equation, we can get the value of the A3 4.172, and similar manner the value of the A4 4.172, and when the HKL value is 222, and the for the fifth peak, and the value of the A5 4.172A. Now we can take the average of the A in this way, such as A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 upon 5. The value of the A average is 4.1727 angstrom. In this way, with the help of the XRD pattern, we can calculate the value of the lattice parameter and the result and discussion. Particles of the powder have FCC crystal structure, and the crystal structure has 4.172 angstrom lattice parameter length. And thanks for watching the video.